had acne at 12?
Yeah.
12?
Acne, and you started to get breasts.
Yeah. It was a brutal summer. Brutal.
So if I'd have had breasts at 12, I'd never have left the house.
Only what?
So, David's team.
Well, I think it's plausible, because I've worn pants on my head as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
In what context did you wear pants on your head?
Well, I think possibly when I was, like, looking for something to tie my hair back with.
Actually, Joe, what's that in your hair at the moment? Is that...
Obviously, if I had pants on my head at the moment, they'd be the size of a marquee leaf.
What I like to do every night when I take my pants off, it's a bit of a laugh. As I disrobe, all I've got left now, if you can picture it, is the pants. And what I do is I shimmy them down the length of my legs. First the upper thigh, then they cross past the knee,
roll it down,
down the shin. I extract the left foot.
We're only human.
And then I go, boom, and I catch them on my head. So, David, what's it going to be?
Well, do you think yes?
Yes. I think we're going to say we think it's true.
You're saying it? You're saying it's true? He actually did it. OK, Russell, is it fact or fiction?
Depressingly, it is true.
Our next round is called The Ring of Truth. I'll read out some celebrity facts, and all our team need to do is decide whether they're truth or tosh. Take a look at this fascinating clip of rock and roll star Liam Gallagher.
People were scared to talk about what it actually is that makes a rock star. An example of this is Liam Gallagher, who at various points looked quite androgynous.
What does that mean?
You have a feminine quality about you as well.
I have a what?
Feminine quality about you.
What does that mean?
Well, you're not just some, you know...
I'm a bird.
No, I'm not saying you're a bird.
What does that mean?
Well, it's like you're not, you know, some 15-stone hole.
What?
You have that kind of androgynous. It's a kind of you've got a bit of feminine in your masculinity.
Have I? Explain. How does that mean?
Your looks.
I'm a pretty boy, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty good looking. I take care of my hair. Bit obsessed with my hair. You've got to have a decent haircut if you're the front man of a band, you know what I mean?
Liam Gallagher there, talking a lot of sense.
He is talking. I think that makes complete sense. I mean, that's the clincher. You've got to have a bit of a poncy haircut if you're going to be the front man of a pop band. Even I know that.
But that's not...
Even I know if I wanted to be the front man of a pop band, this would not do.
Robert, might I ask you, with your #1 hit single earlier in the year, did you do anything special with your hair?
I just try and hang on to it, basically. Beating a hasty retreat. Thank you for mentioning the single, Carol. Bless you, bless you. Doesn't alter the fact that Countdown is over. Here is the related fact for Lee's team. Liam Gallagher once ordered a trampoline from hotel room service, claiming, "I like to bounce." Do you believe it, Lee's team? Trampoline?
Ooh. I love the idea that it's true.
Now, I think trampoline is a good thing, because bed bouncing is a good thing to do, is it not?
Yes, yes.
Jumping up and down.
I'd say it was morally... I think it's morally neutral, I'd say, bouncing up and down. It's not like recycling is a good thing to do. You know, it's fine if you want to bounce, but don't feel guilty if you're not.
Let me give you some facts here. He was staying at the Malmaison, quite a sort of posh hotel in Edinburgh.
The problem with hotels like Malmaison hotels that think they're cool, because they'll try and have got him a trampoline, rather than going, "What are you talking about?" This is a hotel. Do you want to order something on room service? Do you want an ironing board? Do you want any of the normal things? Of course you may not have a trampoline.
He might have been playing that game where you ring room service and just make up something really stupid to see whether they'll... Have you not?
No, not done that
It's
one.
really good fun. I like to phone up and say, "I'd like some nuclear material, please."
I think it's absolutely the truth.
You
I think
don't.
it's true. I do,
I think it's true, and I think it's
Are you
really...
right? Oh,
the truth?
Bounce.
Because he's clearly off his box.
Both think that is true.
What do you think?
My team think it is true, so I think it's true.
All right, OK. I can tell you that, in fact, it's true.
Yes! Results! All that effort, all that work, come on!
Liam Gallagher did once order a trampoline from hotel room service, claiming, "I like to bounce." Other things Liam has done in a hotel room include trashing a telly, smashing some doors, and breaking a window. He really is very poor at trampolining. Which means, at the end of that round, David has 3 points, and Lee also has 3 points. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Who knows who they might be tonight? The cook from David's country house, or perhaps Lee's parole officer. Tonight, each of David's team will claim the connection. It's up to Lee's lot to work out who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Liz. Welcome, Liz. So, start with you, Joe. What is Liz to you?
Well, this is Liz, and when she was a baby, I accidentally dropped her in a pond.
There will be time. There will be time. Larry, would you tell us what Liz is to you?
This is Liz, who taught me basic bar skills before I went to work in the Queen Vic.
OK. And David, what is Liz's connection with you?
This is Liz, and together we are writing a guide to the castles of Britain.
Chillingly plausible. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
I think we've got to start with Joe. What are you talking about?
When I was about 7.
7?
7 or 8, yeah. Me and my 2 brothers were looking after Liz, and she was a baby. She was about, I don't know, well, how old is a baby?
Well, that's another... You decide, Joe, it's your story.
Who was the oldest looking after the baby?
Yeah, that's what...
My brother.
He was how old?
He's a year and a half older than me.
So he was 9 and a half,
yeah.
And his role was the chief leader of looking after the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a great job you all did, may I say. Apart from the dropping it in the pond bit.
Why were you near a pond?
Because I lived in the country, and, ooh, there's ponds in the country, Carol.
Being rude to Carol Vorderman's not going to get you out of trouble, Joe.
To be honest,
How did the actual dropping happen in the pond?
We were playing catch with her.
Oh, come off it. You were playing catch?
We were just kind of trying to make her laugh, just throwing her to...
Right.
I think we should move on to castles.
I absolutely think we should move on to castles.
Yeah.
With the first question, what's your favourite and why, Dave?
I have 2 favourite castles, and they're because castles I discovered as a child.
Right.
And they, not on my own, they've been previously discovered by, you know, One is a castle in Wales, in the Mumbles, near Swansea, and that's called Oystermouth Castle.
It's called what?
Oystermouth Castle.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, but hang on, at least you can
But
vouch
what
for that.
kind of castle is that?
That's a sort of Norman... I think a sort of late Norman kind of castle with a keep and a
What do you like about Oyster Castle?
Oystermouth.
I like it because it's quite a sort of traditional, old-fashioned castle with a moat and
An
a wall around
old-fashioned
it.
castle.
They all tend to be traditional.
It's amazing, that.
As opposed to these new modern ones with stone cladding.
It has always been irritating to me that very few castles completely adhere to what I imagine being the typical castle.
What was yours again, Larry?
Larry, yeah, what was yours again?
Definitely.
This is the lady who taught me my basic bar skills for when I was working in EastEnders.
And what are the
Working
3
at
most
the Vic.
important bar skills that you now have?
My character is supposed to have spent years working in the bar and pub business. So, you know, it's timing. It's not just a case of, you know, pull a pint. You've got to pull a pint and be talking to a customer, taking money.
What sort of lines might you say, Larry?
You might say, how you doing, sunshine? Or like...
Did you go to her or did she come to you?
No, you go to her.
And is that near the studios?
Like, this has been years of,
They've been doing this for evidently 8 years. I've only been there for a year and a half, and it's just an induction thing. It's automatically what happens.